We're
Hi,
live.
everyone.
Hello, hello. Oh my gosh, I'm excited about today's topic. Eileen chose this one, and it's about strengthening your sharing muscle, and she is the queen of sharing. So everyone needs to get their fancy pens out, right, Eileen? They need to take these.
Absolutely. Glitter pins, whatever pin you have, diamond pins, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you why I like this topic. You know me and cruising, correct?
Ooh, yes.
Okay. Well, of 74 cruises, we had the best cruise director on our last cruise, our most recent cruise.
Yeah.
And he would always say, I'm TOOD on the MIC, okay, meaning Todd on the mic.
Oh, okay. I was like trying to spell it.
TOOD on the MIC. Now, my thought was, maybe I should be ILENE on the WEB.
Yes.
I saw this man everywhere. He would be with the kids' camp. He led a parade with the kids' camp. I saw him interact with the staff. He talked to me a couple times as we'd walk by, and he talked to everybody. And he was constantly smiling, just constantly smiling.
Is this the male version of you?
I don't know, but I just was so impressed because to be on that many cruises and to walk off and go, this is the best cruise director I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. Is why I thought of the topic, because he had such a feeling that he gave people. He was always smiling, and I would notice him with people who he looked at them and smiled, and they had looked a little frowny, I guess you would say, and they'd smile right back. And so I was thinking about the fact that I wondered if he got tired all day long because he's always smiling, always out with the people, no matter what activity it was. You'd see TOOD, MIC, and he would say, here I am. And he would always, when he'd talk to us and leave, he'd go, okay, ciao for now. And it would just put you in some kind of mood. It was so positive. So when I say we want to help strengthen the sharing muscle, what I mean by that is a couple things. First of all, do you look approachable? Are you approachable? Erica, I think when you and I get together and we're at Panera, we usually meet at Panera, people are looking at us, we are laughing, we are having a good time. So I'm going to suggest number one to strengthen your sharing muscle is to look at your face muscles. Are you smiling? Are you approachable? And not because you want something, but you have something, and smiles are contagious, right? And so how do you strengthen your sharing muscle? Well, on the cruise also, we met a comedian. We went to his shows a couple times, and he ended up sitting near us when we would play cards. So I said to him, I know you're trying to be incognito, because he sat at the very back where we were playing cards. But your show was wonderful. And I want to share a couple stories about comedians we met while we lived in Vegas that we would end up on a shuttle with going to the car where our car was.
Yeah.
And we started talking about how hard it is for a comedian, because a comedian has so many different people out there with different levels of different kinds of humor. Yes. And he said, well, sometimes all it takes is a couple of good laughs where people start laughing, and it might not even be at my jokes. But I have to be out there, and my main mission is to have people be happy and laughing for just a few minutes. Ooh. So when you're developing your sharing muscle, I want you to start thinking and being really aware of that. So how do you feel about that first muscle we're working on is our facial smiling muscle? What do you think?
I think it's great. And also, I think that when someone has a smile, I feel like they look younger.
Yeah, I think you're right. Me too. And I like that. And so one of the things that I'm going to encourage our listeners to do is to really think about the next time you're out, how many people you could smile at. And it doesn't mean because you want to share your business necessarily, okay? I always say if people smile and you start to be in conversation, of course, you have things to share. But just try it and see how good it feels. So,
Oh
okay,
my-
you ready for muscle number 2?
Wait, I have to say what I have to say 2 things really quick. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So get a little mirror too, like have a little compact Gamma Dollar Tree or whatever. And as you're working throughout the day, like even if you're on Zoom, just have your little mirror if you're by yourself and check. And if you are smiling, okay, your voice is going to sound different. So
It does.
yes, if you're on the phone or maybe people don't have their camera on and they're on Zoom, but practice smiling. I used to give out mirrors when I was training for the weight loss company. And it was about check to make sure you're smiling when you talk. The other thing is when I taught modeling school, I don't know if you knew I taught modeling school, but
No, I did not.
I would have them stand in the mirror and smile because when I had them, they were commercial models. So when they would do activities, they had to smile, and a lot of people are not natural smilers. So, if you don't like your smile, then don't show all your teeth if you don't like it. Just practice just a little something and you will be more approachable. You'll sound different and going to draw those people in. So that's just my 2 cents.
Yes. Okay. So the next muscle is, I don't know what we would want to call it, but it's basically asking people, would you feel comfortable when you're doing the sharing process? You have to be ready to write, type in a phone, whatever it is. So we'll call it our hand muscle or muscles in our hand. Okay. But I want to teach what I feel has been the best thing I've ever done in my life. And it may start out something a little negative.
Uh-oh.
I used to always want to share because I do have a sharing spirit and I want to help people. And I used to be shy though, so it was difficult for me. So I had to really teach myself words that would be what I would want someone to say to me. Yes. So if someone's smiling and we're talking, in fact, I was in the ladies' room on the ship one day, and this woman was talking to her friend, and it's hard not to eavesdrop when you're in the room. And she said something to the effect of, "Oh, it's been so nice. I haven't had one allergy attack on this ship. When I go home, I know I'll be back in my yard and allergies." So I said, "It's a little hard to avoid eavesdropping here. And I heard you talk about allergies. I happen to know about something that helps a lot of people with allergies. What's your experience been with essential oils?" And so we started talking, and I happen to have some because I use them for myself. And I said, "Are you comfortable taking these?" And this person behind her, 2 people behind, wasn't even her friend, said, "I have bad allergies too." So I got out my little pen, my little sparkle pen and my little pad. And I said, "Well, would you both feel comfortable giving me your contact information so that I can share lots of useful information that can make a difference with those allergies?" Yes. So it's really being able to ask questions, get that information, because everybody listening right now is listening most of the time because they have a business. Yes. And we want people to know what you can do to help people. So for that sharing muscle, you really have to have that hand, whether it's typing in the number, writing it down. But what I was saying was the best thing for me is I thought, if someone asked me, "Would you feel comfortable giving me your contact information so I can give you more information?" I would have thought that is so nice. And also for those people who worry about that word no, we have to work on that. There's no thing to worry about there. But for those who may, think about it. If you ask, "Would you feel comfortable?" If they say no to you, it has nothing to do with you. It's their comfort level of information. Exactly. But I have to tell you, on a cruise, when I'm out and about, when I'm going to a restaurant, when we're traveling, shopping, whatever, most people are very comfortable giving information to us to follow up. It's amazing, Erica. Maybe because we're smiling.
And probably bet it's because we're smiling. And so I have a spin of what Eileen does too. So this is the thing. You have to practice your own words, right? So whether you copy exactly what Eileen says or exactly what I say, mash the 2 together, or come up with your own. You have to actually practice it. That's how you strengthen the muscle. So you don't just write down our words and then not do anything, okay? We want you to practice. So I have a spin on it too. So for the people who work with me in my blessing method course, so and for me too, because I have 3 brain injuries and I was shy too. I didn't raise my hand after the 2nd grade. So I have them use Google Drive or Google Doc, okay? And they have their words on their phone, okay? So if they need to just glance down, I also make them a luggage tag that they can put in their purse and read off of it so they have it in case they're, sometimes when we're new at it, we're nervous. When we get nervous, we forget, right? So they can read off of it. And then my spin on it is, I use surveys, right? So we're in the same, health thing, right? So I would say, hey, I'd love to see, if I could help you with anything. I'm currently doing market research, or I have an event coming up. I'd love to send you the information.
Let me stop you right here. Here are some valuable words, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing some research. I'm currently doing some research. Okay, people love to be invited and included and ask their opinion.
Yes.
I know I like it when you ask me my, an opinion, or said Bob or someone, right? Or your kids, right? That's really a good one.
The key is you have your phone in your hand. Okay. And so then you say, can I send you the information? And then you can say, do you text? Or you can write it down, right? So I just send the text to myself because I'm too slow to input the contact and all that, right? So I just say, okay, what's your number, blah, blah, blah. And then I tell them, like, when I get in the car or whatever, I'll send them the thing. I give myself some pause because otherwise I get too worked up if I'm trying to do it too fast. That's just me, right? But everyone has a different thing. And basically what Eileen and I are doing is the exact same thing, just different words. And it works for her, works for me, and it's going to work for you. But the reason it works for us, Eileen, is because we are doing it.
Well, and we could go to the gym together right now and we could both work on our arms. I do need to work on those. And we might pick different pieces of equipment, or we might be picking different amount of weight, or it doesn't matter. The point is we would be working out. Yes. We would be doing something to strengthen. So the first two things we want you to work on, that's all we're going to cover today, is the smiling and being approachable and helping other people feel happy because you smiled at them. And of course, getting some contact information in one way or another so that you can really do what is so important. And that is really to educate and inform people about what you offer.
Yes. Yes, I just did a whole thing on this in my other group, Business Talk for Sales. Listen, before we go, I just want everyone who's listening to realize something, that every day that goes by that you are not getting someone's contact information so that you can bless them with the solutions you have, guess what? They don't get the transformation. If they have allergies, if they have pain, if, whatever, I'm sure you've got a fabulous product, but it's going to take you stepping out of your comfort zone just a little bit so that you can transform the other person's life, right? And I think that if we stop focusing on what if they say no and we focus on, oh my gracious, I've got people's lives to transform, it'll make a difference.
Yes, and everyone here listening does have something that they're excited about and passionate about. And I always say, really be on a mission, okay? Make it a mission of yours to share and do more sharing. We don't want you on a secret mission. No secret missions.
No secret missions. No. No.
No. Well, it's always fun, Erica, when we get to chat.
Yes.
It's fun. And we love having our listeners be a part of us with this group here. So please share us with your friends.
Yes.
We'd love for you to do that. And if you have a topic you'd like us to talk about, because believe it or not, we come up with topics. We don't plan ahead.
We do not plan ahead.
And we just like to talk and share and just make it something fun we hope for you to listen to and get your feedback.
Yes, please comment below. We'd love to know your thoughts, and we'll see you next week, Thursday, 12 p.m. Eastern.
So I have to say ciao for now.
Oh, ciao for now. That's the new catchphrase. Bye.
Bye.